This took a while to come up with this, and it's daring. I'm looking at why do we have money? Well, I think that the larger the population got or gets, not a coincidence, by the way. Listen to me carefully. The larger that the population gets, um, the more that money is what's here to stay and starts to govern every aspect of our lives in a very real way. And of course, everybody knows in the background there's heavy artillery, perhaps. See, the heavy artillery is it's arms, strong arming. Okay, so now I'm talking about, like, why do we need money? Where did it come from? So the as you know, you figure this is something that we heard, like, say, Christ Jesus flipped the tax table, and now what I'm saying now is, I mean, I've been posting, and it's going to refine more, and it's very daring. It's probably, I don't have long here, so I mean, it's just a natural thing. Like, oh, I just figured it out. Hi, Jesus. Am I going with you? Of course, you're my favorite. Sorry. um, um, so here's what I come up with. Why that there is something like that, and notice how strange it's all looking, right? Um, Pretty weird, jokey a big joke. The joke's on you, Jack, or something like that. So what I'm trying to talk about now, very hard to talk about. To me, it's an obvious, and that's why it's hard to just. I mean, it's not hard to just nail it on the head, and I will. But once you do, like I said, it's like, oh shit, how many hours do I have left here? Not much, especially since it's turning more and more that they're seeking us out and trying to just get rid of us. Where and why do we need money? And you notice how it kind of is, as far as it could ruin a shit sandwich. We see that over and over again. You know, let's get the. You think it's bad? The Olympics is bad. Check out what happens in a few days. Who knows? But let's just predict it with the astrology there. Anyway, that comes when the sun squares Uranus, and if I can just get my glasses and see when that is for us, because that's a really freaky thing, and you have to find out what degree that is. It's when Leo, the sun in Leo, here in August, squares Uranus at 27 degrees, and it's a very um, it's just, we've never had that square yet with Uranus. It's a very late degree that Taurus is at right now. There's going to be a new catastrophe somewhere that's going to mean business. I think it means business everywhere where it goes, because it shakes people up. You know, the Earth might just do something. Sun, no, Sun and Leo. You know, I think we're going to look at something more political. You know, entertainment bound, the people, father figures, perhaps, the ego. You know, but let's get back to what I'm trying to say. See, it's easy to get off of what I have just refined. Refined. I know maybe this is the truth, maybe not, but why we have money here, okay? You're under an illusion, by the way, that this thing works. Okay, so let me tell you. So what possibly might be happening. See, we already have an intelligence system here, and there are leaders, and they are called women, probably. How do they lead? Oh, I don't want to start off like this. Thank God for editing. How do I explain this? But I explained it on my last video, and I'm going to have to put it up. I think I just put it up now. And this is going up on the 14th, but I think it's important to talk about this. Why? I feel like Krishnamurti right now. Let's have a conversation. And he'll start off, you know, why? He just keeps asking the question, the whole 3 hours he's there. And I don't know what he's doing with his audience. Does he like get the answer? Because when you're a musician and you start playing for them live, they pull music out of you, and you know it, and they start moving in a certain way, and you just start. It's hard to explain, but some really good music listeners, like they play the radio really well, kind of thing. Um, they know what you mean. They feel like that they are influencing the musicians there. They somehow know that their presence is much needed. Otherwise, the musicians won't have any reason to play. There are real listeners, and they're kind of like, thank you, you know. Anyway, see, women don't need money. They are very powerful in that see that they won't reproduce a boy or a girl, um, not unless they have done quality control. What if that was really happening? It is, because see, I'm going to pull it up more and more. Sam Vaknin has come up with a recent video that is pointing out something. He gets very specific, and he talks about the role of the woman, particularly the mother, and what becomes why that we see the problem, and now that particularly narcissism is a man's disease, mental. So I don't want to go there too much because he's doing his, and I'm wrapping it up here with some like it's what would you call what I'm bubbling up here? It's really hard to think about it, and like I said, it's part of probably why I'm here. I do a life's work. I have many accomplishments, actually. I'm an accomplished musician. I have many hours of listening that I can't listen to right now. It's on tape, but I do have some on here, and I'm not proud of that either. I mean, there's just so many versions that I've gotten, and the last versions I've done was so excellent, but they're on tape. I don't have much help from where I'm at. I'm in the mountains, and I'm... See, this is the place of my spiritual awakening, and if I stay here, I'm going to vaporize apparently into a Holy Ghost or something, or whatever that is. Um, so I have to decide, do I really want to be pulverized by my spiritual awakening, which is like, do I turn into this guy, like, look at the Rama, Maharaji? He is not looking good. I mean, a lot of these gurus do not look good, but these are men. And maybe they have found... See, they know that they have found something that is going to graduate them in their next karmic life. They're going to be a woman. That's kind of the goal, you know. I hate to say that, but I'm not making this up. I'm not. There is something that you can pull from an ancient wisdom or knowledge that says, now this is the way it goes, and this is where you need to start considering when I get PayPal or even when I hold up my address. Because what is not more infinitely interesting than sex? Just as I'm getting absolutely ugly because I've been pulverized by this shit going on around me, by just ugly people that would love to make everybody else ugly. Fuck this place. I'll be done soon. As soon as I get this done. I'm in the middle of erasing some stuff here so I can take my time. So money is here because it's men's fallback thing, and it's not men. It's the ones that women have tossed aside for a while. They won't reproduce with them because they don't exhibit the qualities enough to... They can't turn them into becoming human. See, I say that women have a profound responsibility to make sure she's having a human interaction, making the place of safe sex, making the place of sex safe. See, they say have safe sex, but you have to figure out what that really means. It doesn't mean take birth control. Take birth control means, of course, that's what you use. See, women who were called witches that were stirring up safe birth control in their kitchens were systematically hunted down 600 years ago. They killed all of these women who were practicing safe methods of birth control, which is just herbal remedies that you can get from, I heard, carrot tops. Interesting name. Carrot tops are, those are carrot tops, the seeds. You make some kind of tea. It disallows a woman to get pregnant. It can make her miscarry, stuff like that, something like that. See, and it's safe. And see, a woman can take birth control unbeknownst to any man and watch fertility clinics go up because she doesn't have to. If she was controlling her birth rates, control, and just waiting till the man is humane, that he isn't abusive towards her, isn't not caring for her organism. Did I say orgasm? Orgasm? If he can't dial in on that. See, this is just she's just looking to see if is this person capable of learning, being empathic, feeling, being around a genuinely giving to where we're all happy and just happy-go-lucky and just maintaining that, or not. If they're not, she pushes them aside. See, that's what the bonobo ape does. See, apes do this, and they keep a very harmonious tribe. And what happens is that apes go on the outside over here, and they turn weird. They get cannibalistic. But what I'm saying is that they actually created money. They said, no, we'll do money. And to see, they want to have sex, and of course they're having sex, but they're having sex with each other now. Homosexuals. And then, in the movie, the civilization of such splits off. But does it really split off? Because strong arming happens. Somebody builds a cannon or something. They say, this is necessary. See, a woman in the bonobo ape family, or any real life humane civilization that included them here, would say, oh no, that's stupid, we don't do that. And whoever does that gets pushed off, and really, they just form a gang over there. See, what did I say in the beginning? If the population, now how does the population get too big? They kill the women that were practicing safe birth control. They were called witches 600 years ago. The Roman Catholic Church set out to kill all of them people. Big time propaganda could produce that fear in people. It's just like the plague. They would just take them out. And so then, in the movie, it progresses. Doesn't take too long to do that with the population. And we don't even know what was going on 600 years, let alone 800 years. We just don't. We hear a lot of bullshit. They talk about time in such a way, it's like we're supposed to believe that. And you have to start thinking on your own, especially what I call it is log in, by going around and just looking, how old are the trees here? Why are they only so old? Because some of them, we do have forests that just haven't been fucked with. Why not? Why? Well, maybe there just hasn't been full-on infiltration. I mean, who wants to make everybody cry here and just cut down all the fucking big-ass trees? But supposedly they're 2,000 years old, or even 5,000. In Africa, there's these weird-ass trees that are 5,000. And the trip is with them is that the modern-day people don't like is that they're hollowing them out. I mean, when they die, but not even when they die. And they live in them. I think that's amazing. I love that. I'm like, I want to go. Can I have an ostrich? The story I have told you, it has to be sci-fi across the board. Totally fiction. Otherwise, I'm. Did I put the story together yet? I don't know, man. See, my third eye is open, and I'm seeing things. I see some things, and I am. I'm wondering, like, okay, so, but what am I supposed to do here? Because money is going to try to rip me apart. I'm living my real life, which is to figure something out. You're on a mission. You say something, you write a book or something, or you just cause a riot and then you leave. Christ, am I doing good? Sure are. Keep going. And then